Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Swipe Up, the 134th episode of the show, where I share some posts from Instagram that I think you might like, you might enjoy, that may inform you. Whatever it may be, I wanted to pass them on to you in this show, so let's get it started. Shall we? From Trevor Noah of The Daily Show. Read this for you. The police don't care if you're a member of the military or a beloved member of the community. They don't care if you're recording them. Shit, they don't care if they're recording themselves. They don't care because they know they're going to get away with it. And until that changes, they're just going to keep on not caring. Very true statement as we see as the pandemic is slowly going away. We're seeing more and more police murdering innocent citizens of the United States of America, including harassing military people in military in their fatigues. Also, people, their protests. Of course, they're using things that are not allowed in war. They're gassing people. So not much has changed at all, especially the fact that one of the killings took place in the same city as the trial for George Floyd's murderer takes place. Coven is, in Minneapolis. The trial is going on. I think they're supposed to be I think they would have, by the time this comes out, I think they're supposed to be on Monday. So a couple days ago, they're supposed to announce the verdict. So if that goes, if he gets off, which I wouldn't be surprised, despite the mountain of evidence, including videotape of the murder, I don't hold my breath on guilty people being punished in this country for if you have a certain employer. But yeah, it's clear that the police don't care. It's clear that they get away with things. If you don't know what a gun feels like in your hand versus a taser, you should not be employed in that type of position. Like all these people need to be put in jail, not just lose their job. If you murder somebody, you should be charged with murder. It shouldn't depend on the employer you have. It shouldn't depend on the uniform you wear. If you're a nurse and you kill somebody, you shoot somebody as a nurse, you should be put to jail. You should be put in jail. You should be charged with murder. Anyway, let's move on. Thank you, Trevor Noah. Let's move on to some fun stuff here. It's just... This is almost like a little palate cleanser in some ways, a little moment of zen. You have two dogs, clearly, one sympathizing with the other. It's just one of those times when your buddy is so excited that it's contagious and it makes you feel the excitement, even though you're not the one experiencing the thing. Also hilarious. For those not watching, it is two chihuahuas. One of the chihuahuas is humping a pillow, while his buddy is humping the air, assuming almost looks like he's maybe waiting in line, like they're running a train on this pillow, which is hilarious. It's kind of hilarious watching chihuahuas hump, just in general, because it's like it's hilarious. Everything about it is hilarious. Anyway. Let's move on from that moment of zen, that brief moment of joy in the life of just watching dogs hump things. Moving on now to a funny moment. Your Mom's House recently did another live episode, unedited, uncensored live stream, which I really enjoyed. I enjoy all of the live streams, including the heavy segments where I'm regretting my life and spending it watching such craziness, but I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things since of the past year, including the Two Bears One Cave live ones have been fun as well. But this one was great. This one's great because Christina P put on the prosthetics. Like leading up to the episode, Tom was talking about how he wants Christina to go through boob implants, get some tattoos, maybe a nose ring. So in preparation for the live event, they got a makeup artist to do all of the things, to put on the prosthetic tits, put on all the tattoos, which the tattoos looked real. It is so well done. As far as like tattoos that you see on like people that are fake, yeah, it worked out great. It was hilarious to see. Was she Tina? I think was her alter ego in that episode. But this is a little behind the scenes, obviously, of Tom Segura coming into the studios and seeing the makeup process that Christina's been through. But it was a hilarious episode. You can still go back and rewatch it. You can rent it or whatever. I don't know what the link is offhand, like ymhstudios.com or something like that. But yeah, it's hilarious. And this video of him seeing the behind the scenes of her getting. I wonder how long it took the process of her to get all of that stuff done. Because it looked great. It was so much fun, and just to see her and her alter ego during the show was a lot of fun as well. But let's move on now to, I don't know if this is the last one. Is it the last one? This might be the last one. It's not loading for some reason. Oh, is my internet? All of a sudden the internet's not working. Oh, here we go. Oh no, maybe he took it down. Oh no, here it is. Normalize being a dick to people who won't get vaccinated. Vaccinations are open to everybody. I'm going to hopefully get an appointment this week coming up, or I will be making the appointment this week. So maybe I'll get the first shot next week. But it's open up to everybody, and I haven't heard a compelling reason not to get it. Global pandemic. Every single country on this globe has experienced many people dying because of a global pandemic that is not a fabrication, that is not something that somebody invented and then somehow convinced all of the world leaders to somehow agree on. Like, the only thing you could ever get all of the leaders of this world to agree on is to go along with a hoax. But yeah, it's like, I understand the fear and of the whole vaccine passport thing. Like, just the sound of that definitely has a sound and a ring to it of a post-apocalyptic kind of idea. But the reality of showing your papers, going from country to country in order to stop the spread of a virus that's killed now in this country, probably close to 700,000. I don't know where we're at right now, but I would imagine it was 500,000 not that long ago, and exponentially things tend to grow. But I know things are slowing down because a lot more people are being vaccinated, which is great. And hopefully it's the beginning of the end. Hopefully it's the beginning of the end, and none of these variants pop up. But I have a feeling that pandemics are going to be a more regular part of our life and our existence. And I have a feeling that a lot of these pandemics are due to the massive climate change. We are changing the biology of the planet by warming it up, and we do not know all that will happen because of that. So yeah, I have no problem shaming people that don't get it. I have no problem looking down upon people who are too ignorant to do a small thing to help keep the ones around them safe. But yeah, normalize being a dick to people who won't get vaccinated. And I'm sure there's a ton of people who have spouses that are super against getting vaxxed, and they're okay with it. I'm sure that happens, and they are the problem. I know so many women that have married super conservative, like liberal women that have married super conservative guys, and just the action, just the idea of like throwing your perspective and morals out the window because of somebody, like you're willing to like forget the fact that you're with somebody that believes in completely ridiculous shit that that does nothing to positively help the people of this country. It's insane. But that being said, hope everybody's getting their vax shots, their COVID shots. I hope everybody's staying safe still. You're not being stupid. Yeah. Until next week. Oh, that's not true. Let's do some shout outs and get out of here. I forgot how to do the show. Shout out to K. Shaw. Shout out to The Daily Show, Nerd Locale, YMH Studios, Segura Tom, The Christina P, and Dave _Anthony _. And most importantly, shout out to you. Get yourself some cell phone service that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg over at Ting. Go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting, and get yourself $25 in credit that you can apply to a new device or to your service. If you already have a phone that you love, you could bring that phone over. They support all the major networks. They support all the major phones. It's an amazing service that you pay very little for what you use. They have great plans, so get started now over at Ting by going through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting, that's Ting, and get yourself $25 in credit today. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com, and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out.